Actually guys, suddenly I left the meeting. I don't know, something, some technical issue. So I gave one question, right? So that question, how can we solve? Let's do the solution. Yeah, okay. So see, first of all, whenever question is coming in the exam, you should think that is it solvable by variable separable method. Okay, so how can we do that? Just by seeing the question, you think, can we separate the variable? dy by dx is equal to e power minus 2y whole bracket e power 3x plus x square. So we can clearly see that y part we can send this side. So whatever this, you can first you do like this. If you'll go send this side, power will change, this will be positive. So e power 2y dy. After that, this dx is here, this dx you send this side, so it will be e power 3x plus x square and dx. Okay, now you know how to integrate this e power y dy. So always remember, whenever you are integrating e power ax plus b format, your answer will come as e power whatever is there, that will come as it is, but the coefficient of x is a, that a you will divide. Okay, so this part is clear, that e power 2y divided by 2 will come is equal to plus one constant you can consider c1, because both side constants will come. Now in the right side you see e power 3x by 3 will come and plus x cube by 3 will come, and plus another constant c2 will come. Some students can also combine this c1 and c2, and they can write either this side as a new constant or this side as a new constant. That is not a big deal. Okay, so you can write any type of format. So this is your solution, final solution. Okay, now I'm giving one more question, and now this time ask me out. Which one? In that solution you have doubt. Okay, no problem. Answer is 2x square log x minus y sin y is equal to constant. This should be your answer from the previous question. If your answer is not matching, just give a try one more time. Okay, Pratik, no problem, because you're sitting in the live class, so maybe in hurry you are doing some mistake for the previous question. Okay. Now I'll give one more question, give one more try. Now this question is somewhat you can consider a good question. dy by dx, another question. Yes, Padma, asked it out. You are getting 2x log x minus y sin y, and again Padma, can you repeat your answer? Padma, am I audible to you? Yes, Padma, what is your answer? 2x log x? Is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so you see here, this minus 1 by 2, if you multiply here and here, so okay, no, your answer is not matching with my answer. Just give a try. In case if my answer will be wrong, I will update in WhatsApp group, don't worry. dy by dx is equal to e power, solve another question. dy by dx is equal to sin x plus y plus cos x plus y. Now how will you tackle this question? Because one thing is clear here, that separating variable is not easy, because this x and y, they are coming inside the angle. So this time it is difficult to separate the variable. Then see, whenever any twisted question comes, that time your basic IQ matters. Actually, how will you develop your basic IQ? By practicing different types of question in 11th class, 12th class, or during preparation of your IIT JEE or something. That time we used to develop our IQ because we used to tackle different type of questions. But because this is the gate preparation in limited time, so again, somewhere you have to compromise few things. If you're good in basics, no problem, or else learn some new things here. So whenever these kind of questions are coming, we have very basic approach. You can consider that x plus y as any another variable t. Okay. In that case, when you have the function x and y, that time you are using dy by dx. But when you will be having function like x plus y is equal to t, that time there is no xy concept, right? If I am considering t, then I will try to convert in single variable. How can I do that? So one more thing, differentiate this equation. So 1 plus dy by dx will be dt by dx, right? So this will be my new change. So these two changes I will try to make in my main question. So one more thing here. The given equation, what you are seeing, in that given equation, I will try to replace sine dy by dx with dt by dx minus 1. This one I will send this side. I mean, because I have to replace. Okay. Now here and here t will come. So dt by dx minus 1 is equal to sine t plus cos t. Now this one is here and this function is here. So you can see total how many variables we have in the equation. One is t alone, sorry, one is tt here and one is x alone here. Okay, so is it easy to separate the variables now? Do we have any vision? Can we separate our variables? Any kind of vision we have? Can we separate the variables somehow? Anyone? Can we separate the variables? There is one way. There is only one possible way to separate the variables. Yes, of course, way is there to separate the variable. What is the way? You do it like this. Take this minus 1 this side, like plus 1. After that, consider this total as a 1 property and then take down below dt and send dx this side. So it will look like dx is equal to integration dt 1 plus sine t plus cos t. Now we are ready for the integration. But here, how will you do integration? You may have some trouble. So whenever you are landing to a trigonometric integration, that time again your 11th 12th basics will matter. Like are you good in differentiation, or you are average in differentiation, or you are bad in differentiation? So currently for this particular question, you approach like this. Whenever you have denominator properties, so you try to convert them so that you can apply this kind of concept, f dash x by fx. This kind of concept you might have heard. If you remember, there used to be a rule like if integration of f dash x by fx is into dx, this kind of format is there in the integration, then your answer used to be log of fx, right? You remember this kind of concept used to be there. So whenever you have denominator with sine cos like this, फिर से बाहर आ गए हम। आज तो बहुत डिस्टर्बेंस है, फिर से कैसे बाहर आ गए हम? Oh, meeting got over. Okay. So I was saying approach is like in these kind of questions, you can keep this in mind, f dash x by fx whenever you have dx. That time you can use direct formula log fx. Okay, but you have to make your given integration in this format. So integration dx is equal to integration dt by 1 plus sine t plus cos t. what is the next approach here? So next approach is somehow you convert this sine and cos into cos square format or sine square format. So how do you convert sin x and cos x in terms of sine square cos square? Already we know the concept. Last day I was teaching in the last class that whenever you have sine 2x formula, you can use whenever you have sine square x for the integration purpose, you have to convert sine square x into cos 2x, okay, or cos 2x, like you have some ways to convert. So you do one thing. Right now here you don't have sine 2, or here also you don't have cos 2, okay, so it is troubling us. So we can do one thing. We can again change, like t is equal to 2 theta we can consider, okay. Then here also dt will be equal to 2 d theta, right? So then this time this dx is equal to, I'm going to write here 2 d theta. Now you can see easily sine 2 theta plus cos 2 theta, okay. That's all, guys. Now we can break our so this cos 2 theta, sine 2 theta also you try to convert, and cos 2 theta also you try to convert, but your conversion should be such that like it should look like something healthy. So what can we do here? We can do one thing, guys. If you see closely, it looks like sine 2 theta whole square plus cos 2 theta whole square. Oh, sorry. Total whole square. Don't you see it looks like this? Try. Okay. You take in this way. This sine 2 theta, I want to convert as 2 sine theta cos theta. This cos 2 theta, can I convert some other way is there with using this 1? Can I convert in terms of cos square theta? We know that 2 cos square theta minus 1. So this 1 and this 1 will get cancelled. I'm simply saying to replace the values. So I'll be landing to another easy equation, which will look like integration 2 d theta whole divided by this 2 cos square theta will be remaining. So 2 cos square theta you write as it is, and this guy will be remaining, plus 2 sine theta cos theta will be as it is. After that, you see this 2 you can cancel, and integration d theta. So here you have cos square theta. Always remember, whenever in denominator, when you do integration, cos square sine square term will come. Divide numerator and denominator with cos square term. So up you will be having sec square theta, and down you will be having 1 plus tan theta, correct? Now you see this final thing is looking like f dash x by fx, right? How can you say? Because if you differentiate this total, you will be getting sec square theta. So this is the format of f dash x by fx. So your answer will be log fx. So your fx is nothing but 1 plus tan theta. So it will be log 1 plus tan theta. One more thing I want to mention here. See, guys, if you have sine square theta, if you have sine theta square, and if you have sine theta whole square, you should understand. Okay, one more confusion, Vedant. If you have log, I mean if you are using log and if you are using ln, what is major difference between both? See, if you are using ln, then by default it is sure that your base is e. If you are using ln, then by default your base is e. So currently my intention is to use base e, okay? So if nothing is there, like see one more thing, whenever you writing directly log from the integration, it comes by default with natural log ln, okay? Or you can also write log, but base e you should explain, okay, there is a base e. It is actually a common understood thing, that's why I didn't mention ln, but the reality is I should write ln, okay? Now you see, here I'm trying to explain the difference between all these three. So sine square theta and sine theta whole square, they are same thing. Okay, you can cross check in your calculator. But sine theta square is different thing. I will explain my point. See, suppose you have sine square 30 and you have sine 30 square and you have sine 30 whole square. So this means you have sine 30 into sine 30 and this has same sense. But this sine square 30 means sine 900 because that is square of 30. So sine 900, how will you calculate? That will not give you equal answer as sine square 30. You can use your calculator and you can cross check. Okay, so make sure like this. And okay, now we are going to take one more example so that you will be more and more comfortable in different types of questions. Yes, ask it out. In the last question, very good doubt. In the last question, your answer is coming in terms of theta. Then theta you have to replace in terms of t, and then t you have to replace in terms of x plus y. Okay, so theta you will replace as t by 2 and t you will replace as x plus y. So finally you replace this theta as x plus y by 2. Okay, now I'm taking one more example that is also interesting example. See, I have selected good examples where you will learn few more things which I'm not, because you guys, I have not taken bridge course for you guys. Okay, so that's why I'm selecting some good examples. Okay, I'll change the page. Take one more example. Solve this question. Y by x into dy by dx. Develop your vision. Plus x square plus y square minus 1 divided by 2x square plus y square plus 1 is equal to 0. One more thing, whatever we are learning now from last 1.5 hour, 1 hour something, these things are very much basic. If you are lucky, then only they will frame this kind of question because they are so much basic. And what kind of a student will not be able to perform good here? If you will forget the integration formula. So actually integration formula, whenever you find out, you remember, because we don't know what kind of integration formula is going to be useful, right? We are not sure what kind of integration formula is going to be useful, because you can see in different questions, different integration formula is helping us. So that's what I said in the beginning itself in the chart, that basic idea of integration is very important. Basic idea means 11th, 12th should be very clear, your higher secondary. Okay, I will change the page. I'll explain this. Okay, you think about this question. What can be the approach? Let's discuss this question from your side. You guys will guide me, whatever is running in your mind. Give a try. Right or wrong, no problem. Let's discuss. What is running, Pratik? Give a try. Anyone? What can I do here? Okay. Okay, Vedant. Okay, I'm getting your idea. Good. The next. Then what is the next? Very good try. I appreciate this. Very good. Okay, so this is what the first thing will come in your mind, right? What I have told you, whenever you are not able to split, I mean whenever you are not able to separate x one side, y one side, that time, just now we have deal one question. In that we say, kept x plus y as t. We are not able to separate that. Here also we have similar situation. X square plus y square, x square plus y square, we are not able to separate, even though after we are achieving, even though we are going with this step. So we can do the same thing. So you do one thing. You consider x square plus y square is equal to t, and this will definitely help you. Okay, so this is one type of change I will make. So when you will make this kind of change, then automatically you have to bother about the derivative also. So 2x plus 2y into dy by see, one more thing, with respect to x only you have to differentiate, because dy by dx value you have to substitute, right? So is equal to dt by dx. Now see here, in the question, in this equation, if I will divide by x, I mean 2x, then I will be getting the exact value what is there in the question. So let's divide by 2x. So I will be getting y by x into, sorry, y by x alone, y by x into dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2x dt by dx minus 1. So two things I will change in my question. One is this and one is this. These two changes I will make in the question. So now my question will look like 1 by 2x dt by dx minus 1, and one bigger change, that x square plus y square I will write as t minus 1, and bottom I will write 2t minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Now you can see this is much easier, right? Because here we have more hope to solve the numerical. So now are we able to separate the variable? I think so, that we can separate the variable, because 2x and x, they are closer. Remaining things we can separate. So how can we achieve that? So when you will make the change, your change will look like 2x dx. You send you send all the changes. After that it will look like 2 minus 3 by t plus 2 into dt. So this will be x square by 2. So I'm solving here x square by 2, and so the 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So let it be x square, and in the right side you can see this portion. Can someone guess what will be the answer for this portion? Only the 3 by t plus 2. Anyone? If you can recall. Anyone? Integration for 3 by t plus 2, what will be the integration? Seriously, you guys are poor in this much basic. This is direct formula. Remember, whenever you have 1 by ax plus b format, you will be having, yes, log ax plus b, and whatever answer is coming, I mean whatever is the coefficient of x, that you will divide. Okay, 1 by a. Simple. So this you will be doing as log, and here 2t will come. That's all, shorted. So your final answer I will write here. It should have this format: x square plus 2y square minus 3 log x square plus y square plus 2 plus constant is equal to 0. Everything I have taken left side. Okay. So I'm giving one homework problem. Whenever, if you find time, you try this. Y under root 1 minus x square dy plus x 1 minus under root y square dx is equal to 0. Anyway, don't solve any problem here and there. Directly go to Drive and solve only previous year GATE questions. There are more than 150 or 200 questions. They all are solved. You solve all those questions, okay? Because those questions are having their own pace. So you will maintain, you will come to know, okay, what kind of question they're asking in previous year GATE questions. Practice is different. and touching the main pace is different. Okay, now there is a, like I explained all the types of methods. So this is how variable separable will work. Sometimes you can see easily you can separate the variables. Sometimes with this kind of t substitution you can separate the variable. Okay, in this method situation is very simple, but complications will come if you will not remember the integration formula. Sometimes integration will be in front of you, but you will not be able to recall the formula. For example, just an example, suppose you have this question, 1 by x plus root x, and if you want to integrate, this is very simple problem. This is actually very simple problem. Dx divided by x plus root x. Can someone help me out to solve this question? This is very easy question. See, x plus root x. I know a lot of you have forgot the integration form. So I am saying that suppose you are solving any kind of question and you are landing to these kind of small integrations, and after that you are not able to solve the integration, then even though you know the techniques of differential equation, it is not worth. Then it depends how lucky you are that they are asking only that question, what formula you remember. So your job is now, you sit, you go to any standard book or you go to Drive, all the formulas are there. You start copy down and you start mugging up all the formulas, memorize all of them. So see, like I'll explain this question. I remember this question. There was one time when India used to organize AIEEE exam. So this was my time. So All India Engineering Entrance Exam. Okay, that time IIT was different and this exam was lower than IIT. So this question they asked in AIEEE. So see, this kind of question, very easy. Dx is there, and from this you take root x common. So root x plus 1 will be remaining. So after that, this is nothing but f dash x by fx form. Okay, because you know when you will differentiate root x plus 1, you are going to get 1 by 2 root x, correct? So if you multiply 2 here, divide 2 here, so this 1 by 2 root x is your f dash x value and this is your fx value. So your answer is going to be 2 ln fx, means 2 ln under root x plus 1. Okay, I hope you are understanding where I am trying to point out why integration formula is important. Because even though if you understand the differential equation, but if you are being weak in differential formulas, it may disturb you. Okay, I'll change the page. Now we'll go for another type, that is known as homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equation, like still it is first order first degree. Still we are doing first order first degree, but you remember I gave the chart, in that you have second one as homogeneous equation. So homogeneous equations are like, already we have discussed homogeneous format. So the form will be like this: dy by dx is equal to, there will be one function that will also be function of fy, another functions consider phi, that will also be function of xy, right? So they both are homogeneous in each other and they have same degree in x and y. So that also you should mention. Both f and phi are homogeneous of the same degrees in x and y. Okay, whenever you have homogeneous equation, solve them by using one small trick. You replace your y is equal to v into x. So this kind of change you will make in the variable and integrate the equation. So dy by dx will be first and second derivation, differentiation. So first function into differentiation of second function plus second function into differentiation of first function, dy by dx. So two changes you have to make in the question. This will be your first change, this will be your second change. Okay, I will take one example, and you again remember, dy by dx directly substitute as v plus x dv by dx. Okay, we'll take one question based on this. I'll change the page. Take down example. You see the example, x square minus y square dx minus xy dy is equal to 0. Okay. In this equation, you see, when this equation will come first time in your GATE exam, then your first approach should be, can you solve this by variable separable method? So it looks difficult because here xy are like this and here xy are like this. Okay. It looks difficult. See, one thing is the ego problem. Ego problem means, yes, I can do this. I will do this only by variable separable method. Okay, that is different. You sit and do whatever time you want to spend. It is good for you. You'll be getting better practice. But that practice has no sense because some questions are made to solve easily for the purpose to understand this particular method, homogeneous equation. Okay, so first thing you should know that still we are first degree first order. How will you judge we are in first degree first order? So it should look like that. So let's make it dy by dx is equal to x square minus y square divided by xy. I hope everyone is comfortable. You can see here, this guy is your f is the function of xy. This guy is your f is the, phi is the function of xy. And this f is also having same degree in x and y, 2 and 2. This phi is also having same degree in x and y, right? One here. So that is also 2. Now one more thing, we can go for the method now. How will you know that it is homogeneous function? Already I have explained. So if I'll ask the degree of the this homogeneous equation, that time also, like in last class I have told you that you have to replace your x value with kx value and you have to replace y with ky value, in case if you are interested to know the degree. And after that you take the k common and whatever is remaining, that will be your degree, power of k power n, remember? Okay, now go ahead. What is your next approach? Keep substituting two changes, y is equal to vx and dy by dx is equal to v plus x, but dv by dx. These two changes you have to make in the question. Let's make the changes. So here I am going to replace this bigger value. So it will look like v plus x dv by dx is equal to, now wherever you have x, y, here you have x square, you write as it is. And where else this y square you write as minus v square x square and divide by x into vx. You see here, x square I can cancel, so I'll be remaining with 1 minus v square by v. If I'm not doing wrong, then my answer will come correctly. Now you can see almost filtered now, right? So this I can filter as 1 by v minus v. No, it will be, it's better you take this v that side. So that will make x dv by dx is equal to 1 minus 2v square by v, because I will take the LCM part. So now I will have this dx and this x. These two I will take one side and the remaining dv part and v part I will take one side. Then it will give me a good equation. That equation I will integrate. I will change the page. See, it will look like this. v by 1 minus 2v square into dv is equal to dx by x. Almost done. Now here you have again integration problem. You have to integrate both sides. So as I said, you have your own weakness and you have your own strength after this step. So you can do this part as your fx and this guy will be your f dash x. How? Because if you differentiate this, then you will be getting v part. Okay, so how can we do that? Very good, Vedant. So you can consider this 1 minus 2v square is your fx, right? So if you differentiate this, you'll be getting 0 minus 4v is equal to f dash x, correct? So you can replace this as your v is equal to f dash x minus 1 by 4. So you replace all the values. This you replace with fx and this you replace with this guy and you'll be getting your final answer. So and here already you got your log x. So the total answer when you will solve, it will look like 4 log x plus log 1 minus 2v square is equal to minus 4c. And whenever you have v, that v you can replace like, because y was is equal to vx, so this v you will replace as y by x. So the final answer I am writing x square bracket x square minus 2y square is equal to any constant here. This will be your final answer. And one more change I should explain here. Sometimes students used to be confused. That change I will explain here. See, that is actually log property. Whenever you have log a and suppose base b, and this is giving you any answer n. Okay. So this total property I can convert in exponential form. How? This b will go this side and it will take the n as index, and that will be the value for a, means a is equal to b power n. Okay. Sometimes the reverse part is comfortable for the students. What is reverse part? If this is written, take log both sides, so it will be log a is equal to n times log b. Then you do one thing, because always remember, whenever log comes automatically by taking log or by integration or somehow, then it will be natural log with base e. Okay, this log b you send down, so it will be log a by log b is equal to n. And remember, whenever you have log a and log b and they have same base, then this b you can write as a base of a, like log a base b is equal to n. So these are the log properties. Any day I will explain all the log properties at like in one time, in one go, because anyway your numerical ability classes are not going nowadays, because continuously I'm taking engineering mathematics. So in numerical ability I have to teach log properly, so there I will teach log properly. Okay, I will change the page. So this is how you will solve a homogeneous equation. Take one more homogeneous equation in the example. Suppose you have x tan y, this y is divided by x, minus y sec square x y, and this y is divided by x, and this all are into a bracket with dx, and then you have minus sign x sec square y by x into dy is equal to 0. Here this is y by x, this is y, they are together. Okay, y by x together. Now our job is first approach should be your variable separable method, but again you can see here variable separable is not easy, because y and x, they are coming together, and that also they are inside the angle. So if they are in the angle, it is difficult to separate them. Okay, there is one more possibility. Suppose if you have sine, just an example, if you have y plus x, and here because y and x they are inside, but here if you want to separate the variable, it is easy. Why? Because this y plus x you can break as sine a plus b formula. If you remember, sine a cos b plus sine a sine b plus cos a cos b, right? So then that time, after that, if you will do some workout, then there is possibility that you may separate your variable. Okay, but you see here, whenever this kind of question is coming, quickly you find out dy by dx value, and that you can write as y by x sec square y by x minus tan y by x, and everything you multiply with cos square y by x. Then because see yx 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 yx, it is coming together, so very good approach is substitute v is equal to v into x, y is equal to v into x, and dy by dx is equal to v plus x dv by dx. Keep these two changes, and then you will be getting your equation, which will look like x dv by dx the final format I'm writing is equal to, I'm skipping one step, v minus tan v after this cos square v minus v, and then when you will go forward, it is possible to separate the variable. You can see here x and dx are coming together. When you will separate the variable, then your answer will look like x tan y by x is equal to constant. This is together. You can verify your answer. In this equation you may have trouble. There can be location, so where you have to integrate like sec square x and divide by tan x. So again you should keep in mind, tan x and sec square, they are gifted. Gifted means whenever you will differentiate tan x, sec square x will come. So it is the format of f dash x by fx. So your formula will be log fx, right? Integration. Okay. Now there is one more term where we used to reduce the equation to the homogeneous form. So that term is very lengthy, so I don't expect that the lengthy question they will ask in GATE exam. Okay, so confidently I am skipping this topic, like converting your there are some equations, they are reducible to homogeneous form. So but I will take one example, that example because it is important. So I'll change the page. Take one example, but take a note. Equation reducible to homogeneous form. But actually this process will be a little lengthy. Imagine this kind of question is given. dy by dx is equal to y plus x minus 2 divided by y plus y minus x minus 2. So again I am saying, in GATE exam you can skip this topic, okay, because it will be very lengthy. But one more thing, because I am teaching, so you should revise one more time. What if situation is very wrong, you are totally unlucky and they have given one question which is reducible to homogeneous form. So in this condition you have a procedure. Actually you have to see the procedure. There is a procedure. There are two types of situations in this. You have to see the coefficients of x and y. So actually general format, dy by dx is equal to ax plus by plus c divided by a dash x plus b dash y plus c dash. And we used to check whether our a by a dash is equal to b by b dash, or a by a dash is not equal to b by b dash. We have two cases here. So you can clearly see in this question, if you take the ratio of a by a dash, so a is the coefficient of x, a dash is the coefficient of x, but you see b is the coefficient of y, b dash is the coefficient of y, so they are not equal. So it means this case is coming, right? So in that case we used to consider that ratio is equal to 1 by m. I mean sorry, when they are not equal, in that case we have different approach. That approach is like, I am taking this one, when a by a dash not is equal to b by b dash. In this case your approach is, your small x you can convert as a capital X plus h, and your small y you can consider as capital Y plus h, and this h and k will be any constant. So if you differentiate this x, because we are going for differentiation, so this will be d capital X, and this when you will differentiate it will be dy d capital Y. So these two changes we have to make in the equation. So your total bigger equation will look like something else. I will change the page. Your total bigger equation will look like d capital Y by dx is equal to, replace the values, a capital X plus b capital Y plus a h b k plus c whole divided by a dash capital X plus b dash capital Y plus a dash h plus b dash k plus c dash. Now after getting this equation, our approach is this equation will be homogeneous. Actually, what is the main cause? I'll go back to the question. I have to explain something. What is the main cause why this equation is not homogeneous? Why this equation is not homogeneous? So to become homogeneous, condition is degree of this term, degree of this term, degree of this term should be same. But here degree is 1, here degree is 1, here degree is 0, because x and y is not present. So this equation is not homogeneous. Okay, that's why here also it is not homogeneous. This is also not homogeneous, not homogeneous. So we are learning how to solve a question what we can reduce to homogeneous. Okay, so you see here, this is a constant term, so this makes this total term non-homogeneous. This is also a constant term, which makes the total term, sorry, not the total term, the denominator as non-homogeneous. So if we will make a condition that this term will be homogeneous if your AH plus BK plus C is equal to 0 and A dash H plus B dash K plus C dash is equal to 0. If we follow up these two equations, then only we can find out the value of A, B and C, sorry, H and K in terms of A, B, C, A dash, B dash, C dash. Correct? If we are able to solve this equation, these two equations, then I can find out my H and K values. They will be in terms of A, B, C, A dash, B dash, C dash. Correct? Now, values of H and K we are finding for this particular condition, and this condition means this guy is 0 and this guy is 0. It means what? For this value of H and K, my entire equation will behave like homogeneous equation. And once we are getting homogeneous equation, then we will substitute the concept of, we are substituting Vx part. So the capital Y I will substitute as V into capital X, and then it will be a simplified format. So these kind of questions used to be lengthy. That's why I am saying I am not expecting that these kind of questions they will ask in GATE exam. Okay, but because we have taken one example, so we will complete that example. But the idea is very clear why I am expecting these kind of questions they are not asking in GATE exam. I'll change the page. So you go for the next procedure. Your next procedure is you have to replace small x is equal to capital X plus H, small y is equal to capital Y plus H, and you also have to replace small dx is equal to capital Dx and small dy is equal to capital Dy. So your main equation will look like dy by dx, capital, they both are capital, guys. It will look like capital Y plus capital, everything converted into capital, plus bracket k plus h minus 2 whole divided by y minus x plus k minus h minus 4. Now we got two equations. These two equations will make it to 0. And when you will make k plus h minus 2 is equal to 0 and k minus h minus 4 is equal to 0, solve this equation and this equation by, there are a lot of methods, and find out your h value as -1 and your k value as 3. Then you substitute back this -1 and 3 here and here, I mean everywhere, wherever you have. So you will be having this equation will reduce to homogeneous form. So reduced now. So it will look like capital dy by capital dx is equal to y plus x is equal minus divided by y minus x. Now it is homogeneous. So now the previous part we have to perform again. Means we have to replace very good, Vedant. So after this, make changes. We have to make changes. What are the changes we have to make? Capital Y we have to replace with V into capital X, and one more change we have to do. Capital dy by dx we have to make with v plus x dv by d capital X. These two changes we have to make in the equation now. So let's make the changes. Is v plus capital X dv by capital dx d capital X is equal to, you see here, when you replace vx and replace vx, so xx you can take common and cancel, so v plus 1 by v minus 1 will come. After that, send this v this side and take reciprocal and all, so you'll be having your final format, which will look like integration of v minus 1 divided by 1 plus 2v minus v square into dv is equal to dx by x. Okay, so now again we have a problem with the integration. So when we are going to integrate this, we'll be facing some trouble in the integration side. But again, you can see this format, if you will integrate it, differentiate, it will give you v minus 1 or similar related thing. So you can make changes and you can solve that. After solution, after solution, you have to write your final answer. Okay, changes are there. Yes, Vedant, some changes you can do, and after changes you can solve the integration part. So I'm just writing the direct answer. You can verify at home. So your final answer will look like the final answer I'm giving, not in capital H or something. Final answer is small x square plus 2xy, small everything, final answer, minus y square minus 4x plus 8y minus 14 is equal to C dash. Okay, that's all. Integration part you should do from here by yourself. Now see, we understood that there are some problems, and those problems we can convert into by some popular methods. Now no need to go for now we have linear equations, right? Actually, linear equation is very important for from gate point of view. Till now, whatever we have discussed, I will just summarize quickly. See, we have discussed our basic ideas about differential equation, how can we make differential equation. So in GATE exam, they can ask you order and degree of the differential equation. In GATE exam, they can give you any general equation. They can ask you that convert into differential equation, or they can give you a differential equation and you can ask the solution. So actually, learning ODE and PDE is all about learning the methods of the different types of questions. Whatever types of methods are there. So that is the meaning of ODE and PDE. You have to learn all the methods. Okay, I'll change the pages. I'll change the page. See here. Our next idea is linear equation. We have to learn what is called linear equation. So first you understand what is the physical feel about linear equation. Take down. Differential equation is said to be linear if the independent variable and its differential coefficients occur only in the first degree and not multiplied together. So how will you know that any equation is linear equation? So we have standard form. The standard form of a linear equation of the first order. Actually, this is commonly known as Leibniz form. Leibniz, Leibniz apostrophe x, Leibniz form. Leibniz form, or some you can say Leibniz linear equation also. So the standard form will look like this: dy by dx plus py is equal to q here. Now here this p and q, they can be anything: sin x, cos x, tan x, e power x, s square x, or anything. So it means they can be the function of x. So p and q, they can be the function of x. So not only fx, they can be fx, gs, hx, anything. They can be same function, they can be different function. So whenever we have this kind of equation, so actually this kind of equation, we don't have to solve. We directly have to remember their final answer, the format of the answer. So I will explain what is the format of the answer. First, you recognize p is here, q is here, dy by dx is here. See the term here, very simple. Okay, whenever this kind of question is coming or related questions are coming, you have to shuffle the question and you have to make always in this pattern. Keep in mind, you don't have any coefficient here. Okay, I will change the page. See, whenever you have the format dy by dx plus py is equal to q, this format is known as Leibniz linear equation, or you say Leibniz form. Okay, I'll go back, take down. See, I'll explain again. A differential equation is said to be linear if the independent variables in its differential coefficients occur only in the first degree, not multiplied together. For example, if dy by dx you will multiply with x or you multiply with y, so then it is a different matter. Your dy by dx term should not be multiplied with any other number, either x or y or some other dy by dx or d2 by d square. Pratik, are you getting? I mean, anything else, see, simple format is this dy by dx should be alone. Anything else should not be multiplied here. I mean, x should not be multiplied here, y should not be multiplied here, or any term should not be multiplied here. Okay? Coefficient of the differentiation, I mean the coefficient of the differential word, like dy by dx or d2 by dx square, coefficient of that, डिग्री भी 1 होनी चाहिए, ऑर्डर भी 1 होनी चाहिए, and at the same time we should not have any multiplication with that x and y or x square, y square, anything. And one more thing, if those things are coming, then you have to replace the from there, because answer what I'm going to give, that is applicable only for this format. So suppose in the question x is coming here, so you remove x from here, then only you apply the format. I will change the page. So you have to be very careful for this question. We will solve some numerical also, don't worry. For this question, you have to remember your final answer. Always the final answer will be like this: y into integrating factor, this is called integrating factor, is equal to integration q into integrating factor, this thing plus a constant will come. And remember, this integration we will be doing for x, so that dx part I am not writing here because I want to make the answer easy. Now see, here this c will be any constant. This is the same constant what we get in our usual integrations. This if is very important thing here. See guys, this time we are not going to bother about how to solve the equation. We are directly remembering the answer of any Leibniz form. But in the answer, what is integrating factor? So integrating factor alone has its own formula, that is e power integration p dx. Now see, this p is which p? That is the coefficient of y, this p. Okay, so p will be any function of x, sin x, cos x, e power x, anything will be given. Now we will take one question. Whenever the question is given in Leibniz form, quickly try to rearrange the terms so that you can find out your p-value and q-value, because p-value will help you to find out integrating factor and q-value you have to use again here. Okay? One question will test. I'll change the page. Now, I have a trick. Whenever Leibniz form is coming, you may forget the formula. So formula is, you talk like this, like I am talking. Suppose I am talking to someone and some argument is going on. Why if q if? Why if q if? Why if q if? Get my funny logic here, funny sense of humor. Why if q if? Okay, so why if q if? This is your answer, final answer. In this we have minor changes. The changes is nothing but that this integration is for dx and plus constant will come for sure. So but why if q if you remember, Leibniz form will be ready. Okay, take one example. X plus 1 dy by dx minus y e power 3x x plus 1 whole square. We have to solve this equation. Sorry, here you have to put, oh, there is a printing mistake in my notebook. Let me check where is the equal sign. Okay, here I have equal sign. No, not there. I have equal sign here between these two. Here I have equal sign. Okay, I have corrected it now. So see guys, whenever, see again I'm repeating, whenever question is coming, your first approach is, can we solve by variable separable method? So of course it is not possible here, because you can see here your x plus 1 is like this, and if you will go like, if you divide this dx here or something. So if you are having very good grip in mathematical calculation, then only you put yourself into variable separable method, or you practice all forms properly, so that it will be very easy for you, because GATE exam is not about any one question, it is about 100 marks, and smartly you have to select which question you have to attempt, which question you have to skip. So even though you know all the questions, but you see, if you are a very good student, if you have completed almost 100% syllabus, then you will be more confusion in GATE exam. If you have prepared only 40%, you will not be having confusion. But if you have prepared almost 100%, then you will be the most confused exam in the hall, because you'll be knowing, okay, this much also, this one also I can do, this one also I can do, so which one I should select? So okay, x plus 1, go ahead here. So see, as I said, convert into Leibniz form. Can we convert into Leibniz form? First of all, the equation should look like that. So small change, this guy you divide here, so that your dy by dx should be free. So make it like dy by dx minus y by x plus 1 is equal to e power 3x x plus 1, right? Now you see, in this equation, compare with Leibniz. So the coefficient of y is p. So 1 by 1 plus x is your p. So your p value I got 1 by 1 plus x. Immediately you find out your integrating factor. That is nothing but e power integration px. Oh yeah, minus sign. Yes, thank you Vedant. Minus sign will be there. So that, now see, one more log trick I have to teach you here, then only I can go ahead. Log trick. What is a log trick? Whenever log a, okay, and base is also a, and suppose power n is there, okay, so answer will always come n. Why? Because log a base a will become 1 and n will come this side like this. So that's why answer comes n. So some kind of similar approach we have to apply here. So see here, e power integration p value is minus 1 by 1 plus x dx. This is total thing is my integrating factor. This integrating factor I have to use in the equation final answer. Okay, so let's integrate this part. How can we integrate this? I will explain here. See, e power, now this part is nothing but you have to do for the integration properly. Take minus 1 outside, no problem. Here what will come? Log 1 plus x will come after integration. Okay, then you do one thing. This minus 1 you can take one more thing. This is one log trick and we have one more log trick, and that log trick is, suppose you have e here and log of any answer is there. Suppose any answer is there and then log e is here. So this total will give you this answer, and this is valid for any base, not only e, any base can be here. Okay, so you can see here, if I will take this minus sign over this, so it will be like e power log. And again I am saying, whenever we do integration, after integration, if log comes, that used to be natural log with your base e, always remember. Okay, so minus 1 you put here. So e power this 1 plus x power minus 1, this guy is nothing but 1 by 1 plus x. So total answer because of this property will come 1 by 1 plus x. So this became your integrating factor. Okay, that integrating factor you will use y if q if. Okay, change the page. So solution, what is the solution? Direct solution, y if integration q if. Okay, and plus constant is obviously there. So y is as it is. If value we have got as 1 by 1 plus x, only right side we have trouble because still one integration is remaining, that we can sort out easily. Okay, the q value is remaining, and from the equation you have to copy. This is the question here, not here, here. So this total thing, whatever is remaining, that will be your q value, right? I hope in Leibniz form, in the right side, whatever is remaining, that entire thing can be the value of a function of x, and the total thing is your q value. So we have to substitute q value there. I'll change the page. So q value is nothing but e power 3x x plus 1, and this integrating factor is magical thing now, x plus 1 here, and dx. This dx I am not writing in the main formula, it should be there, but because I am writing again and again by trick, so okay, that's all, plus c. And this x plus 1 will get cancelled, and we'll be getting y1 plus x is equal to e power 3x divided by 3, and any constant. You can change the constant here, c1, or any other constant. And after that, you can leave your answer here itself, or you can match in your GATE exam what kind of answer is given. Maybe they are sending this 1 plus x this side, like this 1 plus x. Okay, so Leibniz form is very, very important form. Whatever we have learned in today's lecture, in that Leibniz form is very important out of everything, because it is easy also, it is tricky also, and any question manufacturing company can check your knowledge only by using this technique alone. Okay, we'll take one more question. Let's give a try. Question. See, still actually guys, I think this differential equation will go for total it may go for 3 classes, or maybe it may go for 1 class over today, because it used to be the course of some around roughly 8 hours. So 2.5 hours we have done together. If I will reduce 1 or 2 examples, then we can cover in 3 classes. Okay, we'll take one more example. E power minus 2 root x. Everything in the power of e, okay? Whole divided by root x minus y by root x. Put this entire thing in a big bracket. Then opposite dx by dy you have to write is equal to 1. Now see, it is very obvious that separating variable is not easy cup of tea here. So we have to change a page. We have to change the format. So convert in such a way that it should look like Leibniz form. So we can easily convert. You just send this guy here and this guy here. Solved. Done. Totally done. So it will look like dy by dx is equal to. And one more thing. If you want to practice differential equation questions, so you don't have to sit and solve all the questions. This is a very good trick. You sit and think about the question. I mean, you go to previous year questions everywhere. All the 150 200 questions is right. Don't solve them. You think about them. Like what are the approaches possible? So you have to improve your thought process, not the solution process. Okay. So improve your thought process. Think about the question. Sit with the question. When you are traveling, when you are in bathroom, or when you are somewhere, so you have 5 to 10 minutes very free. So take the screenshot of any question or just Google it, like previous year GATE questions, something, ODE question, PD question, or anything. Or directly go to the Drive. On Drive itself, all the questions are there. Go to this particular chapter. Take any question. Think on that question. That is best. Every time you will be in practice. Dy by dx plus y by root x is equal to e power minus 2 root x whole divided by root x. You can easily filter what is your p value plus, no need to write plus 1 by root x. What is your q value? This entire thing is your q value. Okay. Always remember, the moment you have got your p, quickly find out your integrating factor. Half question done. Integrating factor is nothing but e power integration p dx. Okay. Always remember, if p is the function of x, then only you will integrate for x. If p is the function of y, then you should integrate for y. If t is there, then t. Theta is there, then theta. These kind of changes they can make in the question. Okay. Because Leibniz form is a tool. Variable can be anything. X, y, z, t, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, anything. Okay. So e power integration 1 by root x into dx. Now, how will you solve this integration? So for that, again, you remember this integration format, x power n dx. Whenever you have this kind of format, we use x plus n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay. How can we apply this here? 1 by root x, I can write as x power minus 1 by x power minus 1 by 2, right? In that, if I will add 1, then this total will be plus 1 by 2. So that plus 1 by 2, I will divide down, so it will be 2. Okay, so this, when you will solve, it will be 2 root x. I hope I am not doing any mistake. So this total will come 2 root x. Always remember one trick. When you are differentiating root x, then we get 1 by 2 root x. Then of course, if you will integrate this part, then send this 2 here. So 2 root x, 1 by root x, right? If differentiate, then this will come. If integrate, this will come. 2 root x will come. Okay, so your answer, your integrating factor will look like e power 2 root x. Then we have direct answer, solution. That solution is nothing but y if is equal to q if, but integration q if. So plus constant will be there, and one dx will also be there. Substitute values. Y will be as it is. See guys, don't replace y or don't search any value for y. Y is y. Okay. Y is the part of the solution. Y is y. Integrating factor is e power 2 root x. Now right side, this q value is the bigger value, e power minus 2 root x by root x into this integrating factor we have got as e power 2 root x. Now see how beautifully they are framing the question so that powers will get cancelled easily. So this guy and this guy, they will vanish together. They will give us 1. Okay. And we are remaining with 1 by root x. So 1 by root x will give you root 2x. So y into 2 root x is equal to 2 root x plus constant. Done. How easy this question is. We'll solve one more question. It will give you more confidence. I will change the page. Take down the question. Y log y, this in bracket, dx plus x minus log y dy is equal to 0. Now see, this particular question, if you will give a try, you can easily solve. You go forward, I mean, first you guys start the solution, then behind I will start. You guys convert this into Leibniz and go get your track. Don't copy my thing. I will also explain. Okay. I will just write down the solution. You guys think in your way. Okay. Now look at my screen and tell me which part is uncomfortable for you. Scribble on my screen if you have any part uncomfortable. So see here, this time I have converted. Yeah, that's what I knew it. This time I have, earlier we were doing dy by dx as a regular job. Now I am doing dx by dy, no problem. So it means what? Simply y you replace with x and x you replace with y. Everything is same. Because the question of the format was like that. So if you are finding out dy by dx, then this will not be such smooth. But if you are finding out dx by dy, then this is smooth. You can see here. So dx by dy, because anyway they are just variables, right? Tool is tool. So now this time your p will not be function of x, it will be function of y. In same way, your q will also be function of y. And everything will convert into, like, replace y with x with y. Simple, simplest. Everything whatever you are doing in terms of x, you do in terms of y. Okay. After this, we got our integrating factor as log y. Some students may have difficulty here. You can ask me if you have difficulty. And then you go for your final answer. So final answer is nothing but, this time you will write solution as x if is equal to integrating factor y, sorry, actually earlier we were writing y if, but this time Leibniz format is for x. So x if, then q value here and plus constant. This q value is nothing but 1 by y, and integrating factor is coming as log y. So your differentiation will be for dy. Okay, dy. This part is x log y as it is, and plus c. Again, see the beauty of the question. Again you are getting the same answer, log. Now in this I will let you know what is happening here, guys. See here, you may have some confusion. This is log y and this is 1 by y. I hope it's clear, like how to integrate this part. If you have doubt, you ring on the screen, I will explain. See, remember, there is one more trick in integration. If you have fx and f dash x together in product, then answer comes as fx whole square by 2. Okay. This is also branded formula for the integration. Very good, Vedant. So we are writing this correct, absolutely correct. So this part became your final solution. That's all for tonight.